One day, as Jesus was talking with his disciples, he introduced a very simple concept. He said, no branch can bear fruit on its own, but it must remain in the vine. Seems pretty easy to grasp, but he continued. He said, I am the vine, and you are the branches. If you remain in me, and I remain in you, you will bear much fruit. Sometimes we can get so far away from where we're supposed to be that not only are we not bearing any fruit, but we look around and we don't even recognize where we are.
So what does it mean to abide? Just remain. Just stay in the presence of. Just stay connected to. Just hang out with.
Our goal in parenting is not for our kids ultimately to get a great education, as good as that is. Our goal is not for them to be great athletes. Our goal is not for them to go on great dates and find a great husband or a great wife. Our goal is not for them to have a great career with a great job, making great money. Our goal is for them to love a great God in a way that they will abandon everything this world has to offer in order to follow after him, no matter what he says, no matter what it costs them, and no matter what it costs you.
The reason why this method is to be executed is because God in his word says to do it. Deuteronomy 6, the whole conference named after a Bible verse. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. These commands I give to you today are to be upon your hearts. And now I have a mission for you. Impress them on your children. And I have an action for you. Talk about them when you sit at home.
The D6 conference helps churches develop and sustain an integrated discipleship strategy that combines the relationship and influence of both the church and the home. Think about this for a minute. Is it possible that you as a leader are spending enormous investments of time developing your next-gen discipleship strategy, yet are failing to abide in Christ personally?
See, leaders, I believe one of the reasons we don't talk about family that much is because oftentimes we're embarrassed by our own, and we feel like hypocrites.
We so desire to see families restored that sometimes we think more about the family than we do about the gospel. But the family's only hope is the gospel. The culture's only hope is the gospel.
A locomotive engine can pull hundreds of cars, each weighing anywhere from 30 to 240 tons. As thousands of tons pick up speed, gaining momentum, it almost seems as though the train just glides. But what seems like effortless, smooth motion can only happen if every car stays on the tracks. Over the past few years, the D6 conversation has been picking up momentum as more and more churches have been developing family ministry strategies that reflect the heart of God in Deuteronomy 6. But no amount of strategy can ever replace an abiding relationship with Christ.
That you see in our pursuit of strategy, in our quest to problem solve, and our passion for ministry and the busyness of life, we ourselves have forgotten how to abide in Christ.
The best way that I can love my church is to have a healthy family. One of the best ways to love my family is to be a good dad. The best ways to be a good dad is to love my wife. One of the best ways to love my wife is to take care of my inner world.
Taste and see. The Lord is good. Blessed are those who take refuge in him.
This is the most important thing you can do with your time every day.
When you as a leader abide in Christ, when you stay on the tracks, you will bear fruit. That's the DNA of family ministry, and it starts with you. Abide.